Howdy. We're gonna pretend that my desk isn't a mess right now. Believe it or not, I meant to film this sooner. That is a bit of a fault on my end, but October was surprisingly busy. But yeah. That ain't gonna stop me. Excuse me, chicken. It took me a little over 3 months. Actually kind of proud of myself. But honestly, I kind of really like this one. But it's surprisingly not because I did a whole lot of watercolors, even though it's a watercolor sketchbook. I can explain. Anyway, the explanation, I guess, I was really still in the Jekyll and Hyde mood, as you can tell, and I meant to film this, but I think you can guess what my decision was. Oh, it doesn't end. This one was actually one that was actually a continuation of this page. Ignore this. I was trying to make a Little Mermaid / Siren AU of it. Of the glass scientist, because I feel normal emotions, and I have a story mapped out. That's why this is here, and I don't want you to read it. I mean, you can, but I'm not going to help you read it. Ooh, I mostly did not draw my own characters, surprisingly. I drew a lot of fan art for stuff like Frankenstein and obviously Jekyll and Hyde, but the main OCs that I actually did draw was like this little group of characters, and I didn't do much else. I was re-listening to Frankenstein, because of course I was. Here we got Angie. Never confirmed how to spell Angie. I didn't want it spelled the normal way, because I'm special. But it's just like this cast of characters, just trying to make like at least a singular outfit to draw them in. At least once or twice, maybe a few times. But if I want to make like them into a comic, I have to have like one main outfit that I want them to have. Kinda didn't do that for Axel. I just find Axel really fun to draw because he's just a spider. And I like spiders. And then MC, a lot of people's favorite because they are just a manifestation of the Plague Doctor masks. Of people assuming that they're brooding and angry. They're the goofball kind. And I really love them. A lot. I do really love them. Anyway, I really like My Little Pony. And so my pony Sona is a Pegasus. Because more so than anything, I'd like the ability to fly. Not to actually see the thingamabobbers. I do have it posted, but it's from a little while back. This is when I hadn't really been doing a whole bunch of stuff, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna try and redraw something. And then I gave up, because then I remembered that time was passing, and I got the energy to draw other things, but I still kind of wanted to do this. But I, surprisingly, again, did not have the time or the energy to just sit down and do something, because I like trying to get as much as I can done in the shortest amount of time. It doesn't really work that well sometimes. So given that it took multiple days to even just agree to do this in acrylic gouache rather than watercolor also threw me for a loop, because I'm not gonna lie, I mildly forgot how to use watercolors for a minute. But that's fine. We love broken men. Need I say more? And then a different type of broken man. I am super excited for Volume 3. I am just really invested in the story, and I'm super excited to see how it ends. I can't wait. I don't think I've posted this as of filming yet. But also, that little doodle. The goofy goober. But also, if you can't read it, this one's Hyde, and then this one is Frankenstein's creature. Oh, would you look at that? An actual character of mine. I was just in like a green and purple mood for the first part of this, which I was kind of surprised by because I don't like green that much. But finally giving Guinevere's story some love, because I basically revamped the entire thing. I think I mentioned it in previous sketchbooks that I think just the last one that I basically revamped their entire story and gave it a better plot and reasoning after listening to Epic, so thank you, Jorge. Ooh, this is actually really fun. My niece, just like most people, got really into K-pop Demon Hunters, so I used it as an excuse to practice drawing faces. Still can't do it, but I feel like it's better than how I started, because like this is how I started it, but also I was trying to stay motivated enough to do it at the same time, so yeah. And then the halfway spread that I never finished. I think this was when I was starting to like fall off of my Jekyll and Hyde hyperfixation. And just like the ending and the beginning, I never finished the intro sequence, never finished the middle sequence, and you will see about the end sequence. Because again, I think I was falling off of this hype train, not by a lot, but just energy-wise and burnout, and then October also accidentally being the most busy month of the year for now. And then you can see, this one's my favorite, and I didn't post any of these because this was all just meant to be practice, but also slightly self-indulgent. But I was mostly trying to mimic the movie when I should have just been trying to put it in my own style and make it still look like them. But yeah, Mira, Zoe, trying so hard not to give up on this, because I was doing this and also trying to keep up with other stuff. This one was, I actually looked up the actor she's based off of, or somebody who looks similar to how she looks, or would look in real life, and then tried to mimic that. I was going through a funk, and I'm really sorry that Rumi is not that good. I tried doing these immediately after this, but it was also like 3 in the morning, and I was not having it. Anyway, back to the creature. I really love this one, and I wanted to try and do it in like a more finished piece, because I hated the thing underneath. And I still like it, but I think I just prefer this. I don't know, I think I was just going through a funk, but also just trying to lay down, sleep sometimes. This is a thing on Tumblr. Never posted this, but look at them. Give them facial hair. We love them in this household. Never posted this either, but this was me like trying to pull myself out of that funk by just redrawing a bunch of Jekylls. And it worked, but I didn't like how any of these turned out. So I also never posted this. But I mean, I still like the boy. And then finally I actually gave myself a break, came back, and guess what? I had fun with Ghost, Spirit, and Ghoul. The little ghost family. I do love them. I love this. They don't have a plot or anything, but I guess they're characters, but it's just fun to draw them. Especially around Halloween. Because I love Halloween. They're an interesting bunch. I was gonna paint, like actually try attempting wash. But then I didn't like how it was coming out, so I just kept the flat colors on it, lined it a little bit, didn't draw the pot on fire. Because Spirit can't cook. Oh, this was Drawtober. I really liked this Hermes. Originally it was all going to be in color pencil, but then I hated how some of the wings were coming out. And this one's 100% one of my favorites. Maybe my absolute favorite from these. Toad Astrologer. Not gonna lie, I didn't know what to do, so I looked it up, saw this, and was like, fuck yeah. I was gonna do like some astrology stuff surrounding him, but then I got tired, bored, didn't do that. Marfa! I love her. She's just my cottagecore lesbian fairy. I love her to bits and pieces. And then a quick doodle of Jekyll, because of course I would. I love that man. Can't you tell? This one, I had an idea, I promise. But it left. And I tried running with what I had, and I still like it. But if I were to try and do this again, I'd definitely put a little bit more planning on it. Because originally I was going to have it be like flowers and then fire. But yeah, and Danny DeVito, my basically twin. I didn't know what to do, so I just did Danny DeVito. And yeah. Oh. I don't know, I just saw outfits on Pinterest and wanted to draw ghosts and spirit in them. Because they don't have genders. I don't think of a gender half the time if I create characters. I just create them and think about it later. Oh, would you look at that? My obsession that is practically the only thing that fills in my current sketchbook right now. I watched Haunted Hotel. Well, most of these were actually drawn before I watched it. And then I watched it. By God. I am this child's parent. And God freaking darn it. I can't wait for season 2. Oh yeah, and Jesus and Thorn. For the last thing of Drawtober. By God, do I love Haunted Hotel. I was mostly doing this to take a mild break from doing these, because honestly, this page was the last thing I filled in, because I didn't know how to, like, continue off of doing this, because this was the most watercolored work I'd done in a hot minute. And it's like a little half-assed, but I still like it. So I didn't know what to do here, so I just attempted. And then this is just here for comedic effect, I guess. And again, all the hides would probably get to along sort of well. But some of them are definitely shorter than others. I never finished any of those. But yeah. Just doodles and sketches and stuff. Tracing paper for other stuff, but in case didn't make it obvious before, because of course I didn't. I'm a little bit of an ass. It was the Illo watercolor sketchbook. I really enjoyed it because it actually did make me feel motivated to want to try and see what would work in it. And I mean, most watercolor books, if it's made to withstand watercolor, can withstand a whole lot of stuff that you could throw at it. But I really like it. I enjoyed it. And by God, did I have fun with it. And then more stickers. And illo. But now, yeah. I feel like these are slowly getting shorter and shorter. But I mean, I'm fine with that. I was planning on just drawing in it earlier. But this sketchbook, if you can tell from the back, got it from Milky Tomato, who made some of the stickers on here. Because I love yellow. I really love yellow. I made these sketches at work. But yeah, I was in a really happy mood, so decided to just make the intro yellow, think about it later. And for some reason, I started it with owls. To be fair, when I started this, it was in September. And I wanted to do like Jekyll and Hyde, or this is actually before I found haunted hotels, so surprisingly, I was stumped on how to start it. So I was re-listening to Epic, obviously. Just decided to start it with some owls. Because why not? So that was fun. Later, nerds. I mean, you can. But grab your horses and hold them. Because, like, don't expect the next one. I threw it to the left and I went to the right.